are also going to benefit from the school improvement grant. Zoni is wearing a lot of caps here. She's also an activist, and she's a parent, a mother as well. And on my immediate right, I have Sam Mendy here again, Sam Gomez, representing MOPSI, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. And next to him is Isa So from the Gambia Teachers Union. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
To start with Jarga. Jarga, I understand sometime in the past, you went up countries to gauge the reaction of students as far as the school improvement grant is concerned. Tell me, what was the reactions you were getting?
Yeah, thank you very much, and good evening to the viewers. Like you've said, I think we may all attest to the fact that this is a new dispensation of education in the country, following the pronouncement of non-levies in schools. Getting to know NAPSA very well as the student body responsible for the welfare of students within the cohort of the basic and secondary education. I think it's not a news that we have a stake in this process. And like you said, we went round to assess the compliance level of the grant from the head teachers, and equally discuss with our membership from the schools as to ways and means in which we think there should be adjustments. Starting with, we will share with our findings and monitoring exercise that as far as the LBS is concerned, we have realized that there is really great compliance from the head teachers of not levying anything. We've covered regions 3 and region 4, and so far we've realized that there are no charges being levied on any child to get into the enrollment of grade 1s and subsequent grades as well, 1 to 6. So it has been a good news for members, to the students, and then we are all appreciative of the initiative that is brought by the government to ensure that it took over the cost burden of education from households. However, like previous speakers will suggest, we have an issue in the area of implementation of it, because again we have realized that the grant has come up with a policy, and that policy, I think there is that need of sensitization for the head teachers themselves, because the schools that we have visited, most of the head teachers, what they will tell us, yes, they say we should not charge anything. Fine, you should not charge. But again, the policy of the grant is not only not charging. There are other pending issues that has to go alongside the grant. And we have equally realized that the head teachers do not have copies of the policy itself. Perhaps is the reason why they are not getting into awareness of the details about what the grant entails. Because the acting director said there are do's and don'ts of the grants. It's not only not charging. Apart from not charging, there are other issues that you should spend the grant for, and issues that you must not spend the grant for. So this is an issue that needs adjustment, yes, at the level of the LBS. The head teachers must have a copy of the grant, and again there is more sensitization needed at the level of the parents.
Okay, as NAPSA, is there any element you criticize on the school improvement grant?
No, not actually elements that we have criticized. We have welcomed the idea wholeheartedly with all open arms. But when you look into it, most especially at the side of the UBS, the upper basic, though they will be benefiting from it next year, but again the policy of the grant is not leaving them behind, because there is an actual amount, a ceiling cost that they are asked to charge. That is 575. Okay. And with that 575, to us it shows a little bit of exclusion of boys' education for this year. Okay. And that is what the grant is here to avoid, exclusion. But however, because when we made an analysis of the 575, previously in region 3, 4, 5, 6, I think still now they're paid for by the trust fund, that is the girls' education. Okay. But now, and again it was 300, some schools, and some schools will tell us 375. Okay. But now the school fees is 575. So meaning there's a surplus of 200 or 275 added to the school fees. Okay. And for the area of the boys, those are in grade 9. For the WAEC fee, initially it was 371 that they paid. Now it's the same 371, but it was the school that pays half and the parents paid half. So with the coming of the grant, it has the parents have to solely responsibility of paying both the school fees, the 575 and the school fees, without any discount as per what the school will take.
Okay, thank you so much. Mrs. Zenejame, you're wearing almost 3 or 4 caps here, parent, a principal of an upper basic school, and an activist as well. Now, the upper basic school, come next year, academic year, they will also be benefiting from the school improvement grant. Now, what's your own take? How do you view it?
Thank you. Good evening, viewers. Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. With effect from 2014-2015 academic year, we'll also enjoy the grants that the lower basic schools are enjoying. In my own view, it is welcomed, and I think it's the right decision. Being the chairperson, I'm also the chairperson of IFANET, and as was previously said last week by Mr. Esaso, according to the Constitution of the Gambia, education is a basic human right. And the Constitution of the Gambia says every child is entitled to a basic, free and compulsory education that is from grade 1 to grade 9. And our focus at the IFADET is that we hope that it will even extend to early childhood education, because right now early childhood education is very, very expensive. And in the upper basic schools this year, the fees has been pegged at $575, and schools are not expected to go beyond that. On top of that, those in grade 9 are supposed to pay $371 as examination fees. What used to prevail years past was that schools will pay half and parents pay the other half. But with effect from this year, students in grade 9 will pay all the examination fees to WAEC of $371. That is only for this year. But come next year, parents don't have to pay a penny. The government of the Gambia will be responsible for everything, from the school fees to the examination fees. And the PS had said, those parents who feel that they cannot pay the examination fees this year, they can ask their children to repeat, and next year, government will be responsible for their examination fees. So as a parent, as a mother, as an educationist, I think it's a step in the right direction, and we are thanking the government of the Gambia for coming up with such an initiative.
A lot of things are said about teachers handling studies in schools, that if they want to provide studies for students, they should not pay, unless if their parents are willing, they themselves, to come and give them something or discuss it among, with parents. Now, what do you say about this issue of studies?
As a teacher, I feel extra classes is very crucial, because there are times when teachers cannot cover the syllabus that they've been given. There are times because of unforeseen circumstances, children cannot be in school. Maybe they have to go out and welcome people, and maybe there's a holiday, school holiday, and they cannot do what they are supposed to do. So teachers calling students back to give them extra classes is very important. What the ministry is saying, it's not saying that there should be no studies. What we are saying is that if there are extra studies, extra classes, the cost should be borne by the parents. The parents should come in agreement with the school, and it's the parents who should come and tell teachers, yes, you can have studies, we are ready to collect the study fees, and in turn we will pay you this amount. But they can use the school premises. There has never been a day when it has been said no studies. It's just that they said if there's any studies, the school administration should not be involved. It's the parents who should be involved. And in every school, there's a parent-teacher association. Also, in the lower basic schools, the grants are already going on. And $100 is being paid per child. What used to prevail previous years is that they used to pay school fund. And the school fund that they paid, sometimes it's not every child that pays the school fund. But now, government is paying for everybody. The only thing is that they are going to pay it per term. And for the third term, the children who are in grade 3 and 5, they must make sure that every child in the school is registered for the NAT exams. That's the National Assessment Test. Because in some schools, what we have been seeing happening is some principals or head teachers feel that it's a competition. Those students that they feel that are weak, they will not register them for the exams. So now, every child in grade 3 and 5 is supposed to be registered for the exams, or else your school improvement grant money will be paid on the number of students that you have presented for those 2 exams.
Okay. Mr. So, you are here again, representing GTU, Gambia Teachers Union, and the welfare of teachers. What is your take again on this topic?
Thank you very